Lewis Hamilton acknowledges that it may take a significant amount of time for Mercedes to catch up to Red Bull in the current season, as the defending champions have displayed their superiority in the first 3 races of the 2023 season. Despite being a 7-time F1 world champion, Hamilton has not tasted victory since December 2021 in Saudi Arabia, and he managed to secure a podium finish for the first time this season in Australia 3 weeks ago. In his own opinion, when will he go back to his winning ways? Keep watching the video to find out. Max Verstappen, who clinched the World Championship title in the previous season, comfortably secured the win in Melbourne, in addition to his triumph in the opening race in Bahrain. Meanwhile, his teammate Sergio Perez emerged victorious in the second race of the season held in Saudi Arabia. This places Perez, who is presently ranked second in the standings, as Verstappen's primary contender for the current season. The speedy RB19 has, on occasion, managed to lap the rest of the field by a second, further bolstering Red Bull's dominance. Hamilton, whose Mercedes contract concludes at the conclusion of the current season, appeared to lack confidence in Mercedes' capacity to catch up to Red Bull's significant lead. He said, "I'm aware that it could take a long time to catch a car. If you look at the Red Bull, is just going to continue to evolve most likely. Although some cars do plateau in terms of performance, when you get to some point, it can't just keep going, but maybe it can. They've got a great team around them, so I'm sure they'll continue to add downforce. We've got to make sure when we do make the change, hopefully the job isn't too far, and it's going to take us the rest of the year for sure to potentially close that gap." Nonetheless, Mercedes' track record indicates their capability to rapidly enhance their car's performance. Toto Wolff has acknowledged that his team must abandon their distinctive car philosophy, and as a result, updates are in progress for a revamped W14. "There's a part of me that's just hopeful that we find the trick and we're straight onto the right track that's not far away from the others," Hamilton added. "We've shown in the past that we can develop quickly, and I hope that that's the case as the potential of the car opens up. The guys can go full steam ahead in that direction. I'm grateful that they are open to making a shift and not being stuck with what we have." Toto Wolff, the team principal of Mercedes, has disclosed that the Silver Arrows have been making significant strides to enhance their W14 during the April hiatus. In an interview on the Mercedes AMG website, Wolff shed light on the team's concerted efforts to regain their competitive edge by implementing upgrades. He stated that the machine is continuing to run in Brixworth and Brackley at a fast pace. What you see on track is only the tip of the iceberg, but the performance of the car and power unit is made in these 2 factories. We will consistently be bringing upgrades to the car over the next few races, which is something to look forward to. But there is no such thing as a magic bullet that transforms the car, and it's about being realistic with your expectations. Hopefully, we will see a steady improvement. Reflecting on the initial 3 rounds of the current season, during which Mercedes' highest achievement was a P2 finish for Lewis Hamilton in Australia, Wolff remarked that his team had noticed promising indications, saying, "In terms of car development, it is encouraging to see that within 3 races, we understand the car much better. We have defined a clear direction where we need to go, and I believe we are on the right trajectory. We need to consolidate our understanding, and hopefully, over the next few races, we can make another step. It's also important to keep on track and not oscillate too much between exuberance and depression, to stay rational and believe in our trajectory, believe in the capability of the team. There will be setbacks, but there will also be upgrades and plenty of work that will help us get closer to the front." Ottmar Schaffnauer, the team principal of Alpine, has expressed the team's ambition to infiltrate F1's existing top 4 and contend with Mercedes, particularly with upgrades anticipated in the next 2 races. Although Alpine advanced from 5th to 4th position in the previous season's constructors' standings, a sluggish start to the current campaign has left them in 6th place overall, trailing behind Aston Martin, Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari and McLaren, which has made notable progress. At the last race, I think we were comfortably the 5th fastest team, with Ferrari just ahead of us, and us not really pushing hard to see if we could overtake them, said Schaffnauer, as he reviewed Alpine's performance last time out. It was a bit conservative, but what we've got to do is get back on that springboard and develop over the season. It's a long one, and continue to do what we did last year and improve the car as we go along to try to catch those ahead of us. When asked about the imminent upgrades for Mercedes and whether Alpine can contend with the Silver Arrows, Schaffnauer alluded to his team's impressive progress throughout 2022, citing it as a reason for optimism. "We think we can fight with them," he commented. "We too have a decent size upgrade coming for Baku, and then a little bit more only a week later in Miami. So we continue to push the upgrades out. The important thing is that they all work when we put them on the car, and we have good correlation with our simulation tools. We had good correlation last year, and if that continues, and if we continue to push the upgrades, we'll take that development fight over the season to the others around us." Russell has acknowledged that he required Hamilton to remain at Mercedes to demonstrate that the team's poor performance was not his fault. He has stated that Hamilton rescued his F1 career, as he was concerned that he would be held accountable for Mercedes' decline. The ex-Williams driver believes he would have taken responsibility for the team's regression under the new regulations. In an interview with Speed Week, Russell expressed his gratitude to Hamilton. "In a way, having him as a teammate saved me. If he had left Mercedes or the sport when I joined the team, I would have been blamed for the step backwards the team made. But I think that I've now proved what I'm worth and what I can do, so there's no pressure in that regard." But amid rumours surrounding his contract extension delay, putting his desire to stay with the Silver Arrows in question, just how long will Lewis Hamilton be around to save George Russell? Long enough, if you ask Haas principal Günther Steiner. According to him, Lewis Hamilton is being truthful about his F1 future, stating that the Briton has made a commitment to stay with Mercedes. Steiner believes that Hamilton will remain with the team for the entirety of his career, although there has been no official announcement yet regarding a new contract. Prior to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Steiner divulged a significant detail regarding Lewis Hamilton's future in F1, claiming that the Briton has committed to staying with Mercedes for the long term. He made this revelation during an interview with Sky Sports News, during which he was asked if he had made a cheeky offer to Hamilton, who is set to become a free agent at the end of the season. However, Steiner dismissed this suggestion and revealed that Hamilton is expected to remain with Mercedes for the rest of his career, saying, "No, I think he committed to Mercedes for the rest of his life." Following a month-long hiatus due to the cancellation of the Chinese Grand Prix, Formula One is set to resume next week with the first sprint weekend of the new season at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in Baku. Do you think we'll get an update regarding Hamilton's contract by then? And will Alpine actually be a threat to the Silver Arrows in the following races? Tell us what you think in the comments down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.